In this third video in the series, we're going to build off the last HUD that we created. That was a very simple HUD that allowed you to click and bring up a dialog and let you change the texture of the other item. This just demonstrates the communication between the two. We're going to build a new HUD and communicate in a different way in this case. Instead of just sending a number, we're going to actually send the actual texture to the other side. So we're going to start by building this flat panel, centering it, and we'll go ahead and color it black. This will be the back panel of our HUD. And we're going to add these buttons to the HUD. We'll add 10 buttons. These buttons will match the 10 textures that we have in the inventory. And we're going to make sure we link all of this together. And you need to make sure the black back panel is the root prim again. And then you're going to go ahead and create a script. And then we're going to go ahead and copy each of those textures onto the buttons. And then we're going to open and edit the script. And we don't need a state entry again for this. All we're going to need is the touch start event. We're going to have an LLSay event in the touch start event. It's going to communicate on that same channel 1, 2, 3, 4 that the panel is listening to. And the second parameter we have to send is a string. And we're going to be using several nested functions in this case, so I tried to separate it out. We're going to start out with this getLink primitive params function. This will return details about the specific prim in the link set that was touched. We're using the LL detected link number to get the link number that was actually touched. And the attribute that we're trying to capture is the texture of the face that we actually touched. So we're using the LL detected touch face for that. The getLink primitive parameters function is actually going to return a list. The function allows you to return multiple attributes for that purpose, so you can separate them and use them how you see fit. In this case, we're only returning one. And that attribute is going to be the name of the texture of the face that we touched. And that attribute is going to be the first item in that list. So we're going to wrap this function with an LL list to string function. And we're going to have it capture the first element in that list. And now we have the string that our function is going to say on channel 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to change how our poster board is going to function. It's no longer just going to receive a number and refer to that item in its inventory. Now it's going to receive the name of the texture it needs to apply to the surface. So we're going to replace this LL get inventory name function that we use to get the name of the texture, and we're just going to use MS. MS is the string we're being sent by the HUD, which is the name of the texture we're going to apply. So on the poster board side, we're using the LL set primitive parameters function. We're using prim texture on face 4 of the cube, and the name of the texture we're going to apply is the string we're being sent. And for fun, let's just update the repeats to 3 by 3. And so now when we save and run this in world, and now you can see when we touch one of the buttons on the HUD, it updates the face on the poster board to that texture. If you take this into inventory and attach it to your screen as a HUD, it'll function exactly the same way. I hope you like this video series. If you do and you have questions or comments, please put them down below. You can send me an email at the address in the description as well. If you did like the video, please consider subscribing and liking it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching.